I've stuttered since I was about 6 years old. It used to be much more challenging and pronounced than it is now. Art and photography have always been my way to communicate. It is my creative lens. I started teaching myself to shoot at 14 at the height of an awkward and socially isolated youth. Through my camera, I could engage with others in my own way and bridge my unique form of isolation. I photographed school functions, family events. I photographed my community in Memphis. I was born and raised in Tennessee. I moved with my sisters and my mom to Portland in 2010, knowing little about Portland. We knew it was a vegan mecca. We opened a vegan restaurant on Southwest 10th and Washington. We witnessed arts and creativity, independent businesses and business districts like the farmers market, food diversity, bike culture. All of these wonderland attributes that seem to make Portland, Portland. We loved Portland and so much about it. So you guys love Portland? Yeah, yes. One question loomed, though. While Portland seemed so accessible, where were the black people? And where was the black community? Coming here, we knew, about Portland's 6% black population then and 2% in the state. I can't remember when we learned about the state's 1859 constitutional exclusion laws. In 1859, it was illegal for black people to move to Oregon, be here, own property, make contracts. These laws weren't repealed until 1927. So, we had an idea of, that was why maybe the numbers were small, but that didn't explain why we couldn't find us. Where were our businesses? Where were we at? As people who just came here, we just didn't know. So one day, I was driving down the street with my mom down MLK, and we saw this young black woman speeding down the sidewalk in a wheelchair with her dog running behind her. And I was like, what? I was like, hold on, we gotta stop the car. I grabbed my camera, I jumped out. I had to say hello, so I did. And I talked to her about her experiences here in Portland. I asked if I could take her portrait. Her name was Monica. And just like that, there was an opening in this wall, of where were we? I started leaving my house, going down to Alberta Street, going down to Mississippi Street, going downtown, Southeast Portland, to Pearl. Everywhere I saw black people, I was like, hey. I did. And I saw people in, like I said, I stutter. So, we're going to get through this. Thank you. Yes. So, I saw people, the place where I saw us the most was in Northeast Portland and in North Portland. And, traditionally black neighborhoods, which were also Portland's fastest gentrifying districts. I began to meet black Portlanders, and person by person, story by story, portrait by portrait, I learned about Portland's black presence. Photography, again, was a way for me to connect despite barriers, and this time to connect with black Portlanders and to not be isolated in our identity. I put these portraits online. I put them on Tumblr, on Facebook, on Twitter. And the Black Portlanders, a photo essay and exploratory project emerged. Black Portlanders followed the Black Portlanders. Portlanders followed the Black Portlanders. People outside of Portland. And Yeah, I also followed the Black Portlanders. Before I knew it, I had created a platform, a digital community for people to gather, comment, and see the faces of Black community members, many of whom were increasingly dispersed across the Portland metro landscape. I'd like to share some images of Black Portlanders, people who make up our community. Here we have Miss Maxie. She, along with her husband, housed displaced survivors of the Vanport flood. Here she is at 95 years old and beautiful and stunning. Here we have John Bryant. He is the Grand Master of the Sons of Haiti, the St. Joseph's Grand Lodge, and the Mount Olive Grand Chapter of the Eastern Stars. This historically Black organization has been at North Mississippi Avenue and Fremont for 63 years. So this is on Killingsworth, this is on Interstate, this is on Alberta and MLK, Killingsworth and Alberta. And so my work has taken me outside of Portland, across the state of Oregon, to talk to Black people. I went to Pendleton, Oregon, and look who I found. Leon Ransom. This man is a Black cowboy in the state of Oregon. He is. He is. And he co-owns one of the only Black-owned business in Pendleton. So if y'all go out there, y'all know where to go. I've been out to Astoria, to the coast. I've been down to southern Oregon, to Klamath Falls, to find people, yeah. And here we have someone you may know and love, Amber Starks. She fought the law and won, making way for people of all identities to celebrate their natural hair. She's an entrepreneur. She's a soon-to-be mother and a model. Yes. And this gentleman on 15th and Alberta, look at him. Look at this bike. He's being himself. Black people being themselves. On Killingsworth. And this dapper gentleman here. And here we have, this is one of my best friends here, Kayla Alver. She's a poet, a dancer. She represents what I see as this young Black geniuses here in Portland. We have Ripley Snell, and we have Nafisaria Scroggins. She's a vocalist. We have Super Ape, and we have Cayenne Talton Davis and Cleo Davis. They are a creative team, a husband and wife creative team, mechanical and industrial engineers. They own a business on Williams Avenue, and they're the curators of the historic Black Williams Project to honor the Black history of Williams Avenue. Yes, it's important. Here we have Kent Ford. He co-founded the Portland Black Panther Party in the 60s. And so for a moment, I'm going to let these images do the talking. These Black Portlanders, they represent one important, integral aspect of the Portland community. I come from a family of artists, activists, and educators. My mom, who's here today, is a Mississippi-born writer and civil rights attorney. My dad, yes. My dad is a musician, an arts educator, and a historian, to name a few. My dad's family, 7 boys and 7 girls, were written about in Jet magazine as being the most arrested family in the civil rights movement. Yeah, it's true. So naturally, much of my work is about Black people. It's about celebrating us, our presence, wherever we are, as we are. And I have to tell you something. Even when my body rejected my voice, I had to find a way to speak. And in Portland, I found a community that needed what I had to say. We have to use our art, our voices. It doesn't matter what you do. You take pictures, you dance, you have startups, I don't care. We have work to do. This place was founded as a place to be a wonderland for some people, but not for all. We have to use what we are, what we have. Use your voice to speak and create. That's how I feel. The Black Portlanders gathers images of Black Portlanders in our community in the wake of dispersion and displacement. I love this work, but it doesn't solve these issues. As a storyteller, my work is to catalyze, inform, and engage. I hope that just like these faces, the beauty of this girl here, her wonderland is the story, and it's our future. The work of Black people and storytelling and images is my life's work, and I'm just getting started. Standing before you here today is an invitation to work together to make this place truly amazing. This is a journey. I hope you'll join me.